What's up guys, it's Nukin and welcome back to the channel. Real quick, I wanted to thank everyone for leaving me some comments on the discussing Revan pros and con video that I made. I enjoyed reading everyone's comments as I always do, and people had some nice opinions. I made some predictions in that video and unfortunately some of those cons on the slide ended up coming true. Revan is going to be a heroic journey event character, and I'm probably going to make a guide for it, even though it's not going to be super free to play friendly. Some people are probably going to end up spending money, and the reason why I believe the event has been set up in such a way in the first place is because people are spending money. More on that maybe later, but first off, let's cover some news. So we had a patch update yesterday, and I wanted to cover this last night, but some family stuff ended up happening, so you know, whatever. Anyways, so we had a shard shuffle. We have the Sith fighter. I made two Sith fighter videos. One was the kit reveal. I also made a video showcasing how you can use a 3-star Sith fighter to beat the meta. At the time though, there was no Hound's Tooth, but the Sith fighter is actually a very strong ship to counter the Hound's Tooth, believe it or not. So very interesting. Now that's on fleet node 3E, which is actually kind of a good node because it has very good gear. The MK4 comlink things that are combined with the stun cuffs that we need 1 billion of, the other portion of that sort of piece is there, so that's a good one. We had the packs come up. Now this is one of the reasons why I neglected to make a prep guide, was I wanted to wait and see what the packs were going to be. So we have these Heroes of Legend bundles. We had one for T3 and the other KOTOR characters, Mission, Vow. They grouped them up, Bastila, and Bindo. So we have those packs. Now those are $30, and the T3 by itself is a $15 pack. We also have here, we have the Old Republic faction pack. Now these are for 699 crystals, so basically 700 crystals, and they're more of a casino gambling style type of pack. Don't really recommend it, although I have seen people been successful. But as you may know, people tend to post and talk about their successes versus their failures. So for every screenshot that you see of a success, there are probably 5-fold or more failures. So you can't really expect to get 330 shards, you know, every time you open one of these packs. Otherwise it wouldn't cost 700 crystals. That would be a no-brainer to just buy. They fixed Darth Nihilus. That's something key I wanted to showcase here. They fixed an issue where there was a bug, another Night Sister bug, where you could solo an entire phase in the raid. Anyways, I don't want to rant about Night Sisters, but that was fixed, so you can't solo phase 1 anymore with that bug. What was happening, by the way, was the recent Night Sister Zombie rework. When Night Sister Zombie died twice, she would basically freeze in time, and then Darth Nihilus would replicate that buff and then get 0 speed or something, and you could just solo the phase. So, yep. All right, so we have this new piece of information about Revan. Actually, really enjoyed reading this post. They talked about how they went about, CG that is, how they went about designing Revan, and it was interesting to see how they went from an idea to the finished product, where you're going to see, you know, the sort of process behind it, at least visually, and the art behind it. So, you know, that's pretty cool. Yeah, here's modeling. I don't know too much about modeling, to be honest, actually, or art in general, and I won't pretend to know that much, but yeah, it's a nice little read. Here is who is that? I wish they put like a little name of which employee is doing what here, because it'd be nice to follow them on Twitter or something, for example. So here's some animation style, pretty cool. and I'm sure we're gonna see, you know, a kit reveal video any day now, and stay tuned for that. And here's some gifts, very nice. Here's some drawing. This is the thumbnail that is going to probably be on every single Game Changers video in some degree, and more art. Well, anyways, yeah, not too much to talk about that. If you want to check it out for yourself, I'll just link everything that I'm talking about in the video description. All right, so now for what everyone wants to talk about, or maybe is scared to talk about, we have the news, an ancient journey of redemption. So yesterday we found out what we're officially going to require and what the timeline is going to be for a Revan Heroic Journey event. Woo! Okay, this is controversial. I've thought about this. You know, I went from angry to sick to, you know, somewhat happy in some degree, but I'm not gonna like talk about that personally, because it's subjective. Everyone has their own opinions. It seems like most people are very negative about this, and man, this is hard to describe. It's disappointing, that's for sure. I am personally disappointed as a player. As a content creator, it's difficult because you have to make videos, but in a way you also know that your audience is, you know, 100% of your audience is not all on the same page. So some people are actually happy. I have guildmates of mine that are super happy about this news, and then I have another guildmate, we're in the same guild, who is probably just disgusted with the news. So in my own guild, so across, you know, I just hit 10,000 subscribers, by the way, and I haven't even posted a vlog about it because it's just being outshined by Revan. So I'll probably just post that next week or something. But, you know, across like 10,000 subscribers, and I'm a smaller channel compared to like Mobile Gamer, has over 100,000 subscribers. There's going to be people that, you know, like what's happening and don't like what's happening. The issue is that I want to talk about is that people continue to spend money, so things like this continue to happen. This is what's happening, by the way, if everyone doesn't know. Old Republic, I predicted it. These 5 characters, Bastila Shan, Jolie Bindo, T3, Mission Val, and Zalbar, characters that just became grindable just a few weeks ago. You need them 7 stars, and there's no 5-star, you know, Jedi Knight Revan. It's 7-star or bust. So yeah, it's a panic farm. It's probably the hardest panic farm and most challenging, or whatever perspective you want to take, half glass empty, half glass full panic farm I've ever seen. The timeline is this event starts October 18th, so in a week, and then usually those events last a week, so you basically have 2 weeks to wrap up farming of a faction that got pushed ahead of the Solo movie Scoundrel faction, I might add, that people were also expecting a legendary or something extra for potentially, but that may not even happen. And so now we're using these KOTOR tunes to do something. Unlock Jedi Knight Revan, maybe something more, we don't know. And so that is that. So let's talk about this for just a few more minutes, and then I'll wrap up the video. All right, so I have a few more points to discuss with you guys. So first off, we don't know Revan's kit. We know that he's a Heroic Journey character. We know that he'll probably have 2 or 3 Zetas. We can expect that he'll have a leadership ability. But other than that, we don't know his kit or really much about his kit. We know that packs were launched yesterday, October 10th, and we know the cost of those packs. We don't really know if there's going to be extra packs. We don't know. There usually is a $9.99 pack when characters are launched. We don't know if that's returning. We don't know if there will be a new pack. We don't know if there's going to be double drops. There have been no officially announced double drops. Really, CG, if you're watching this video, really encourage double drops. Please, come on, just a few days of double drops would be amazing, but we'll have to see what happens. No, we don't know that the event is going to be as hard as the past legendary events. The Chewbacca event was quite difficult. It was tuned for gear 12 or something like that, and the past Heroic Journey events have not been as difficult as legendary events, so we don't really know the difficulty. So even if in a world where you have 7-star Old Republic characters, you still may need gear 11, gear 12, or Zetas, or nice mods or something for this event. So we don't know anything about the event. We don't know the importance of Jedi Knight Revan in future content. A lot of us were speculating that we were going to get a new territory battle map, reiteration, because it's been over a year of Hoth territory battles, and Rolo was the character of the month, etc. And eventually it's guaranteed that we're going to get a new TB map. We might even get a new TW map. And then there's always going to be new raids, etc., etc. There's always more content. So we don't know where Revan fits into that content. And considering that it's probably sooner rather than later, I would be very surprised if Revan was not only would he have some sort of bonus, like whether it be a faction bonus or a hero bonus in some degree. If it's not that, the mode, he'll excel at it anyway, because obviously they do some testing and they want Revan to have value for people that are gonna spend on him, because it continues to happen. The only reason why the business model is the current way, well, not the only reason, but one of them, is because people do spend on these characters. And if they didn't, there would be probably some changes. But anyways, this is not like an economics lecture. And then the last thing here is the timeline of when an event like this would return, whether it be, before the end of the year, or would it be, 3-4 months from now or 6 months from now? We don't know any sort of timeline of when we can expect the second time around for this event. And I want to bring that up because like I predicted in my discussing Revan video, most people are not going to be unlocking Revan. I don't have the data to support this, but I think it's going to be quite obvious when everyone observes in their arena shards that the top 20 is not Jedi Revan. It's going to be maybe just a handful of people, if not any, depending on when you started playing the game. Well, guys, it's been rambling for a while now, so gonna wrap up here. Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are about all of this. If you haven't gone to check out my discussing Revan pros and cons video that I made a few days ago, be sure to do so and leave me a comment down below. What do you think about these points over here? What do you think about all the recent news about the panic farm of all panic farms? And I'll see you guys all in my next video. And one other quick thing, if you guys want like a guide, if there's at least someone, as long as I can help someone, it's not going to probably be super free to play friendly, but if you want a guide about Revan and trying to get him with minimal spending, I will make one. It's pretty much already done, but I just have to fine tune it. If you want one of those, also let me know in the comments below. All right, see you guys all in my next video. Cheers.
The Force will be with you always.